There are a few things I miss about New York City, but pizza is one of them. That's why I've got this large cast iron pizza pan. I've been making my own pizza, but something's missing. The crust is just not as crispy. Will this pizza pan solve that problem? Well, first I'm going to need a pizza. Am I going to make the dough by hand like making biscuits on this kitty cat? Nah, I have a machine for that. This Cuisinart bread maker has a pizza dough setting. I'll just put back the mixing thingy and then add the ingredients. 3 cups of flour. I really like this Kirkland all-purpose flour from Costco. That's one of the main objectives with this pizza, using good ingredients. Although I only used regular tap water, nothing fancy, just a cup of warm water. Some salt, some yeast. I like to use honey instead of sugar. What do you think? Did I add too much? Well, it's not any more precise with the olive oil. Anyway, that's it. Now the machine does the work. Soon after, all of the ingredients are turned into a ball. So cool. This is usually when I watch something on YouTube or go play Crossy Road. But this time, I have to get the cast iron pan ready. That means removing the label. But it stuck to the pan with this sticky stuff. So even though it was brand new, I cleaned it and then coated it with olive oil. Approximately 90 minutes later, the dough turned into something that resembles a giant marshmallow. I just plopped that right onto the pan. This is not a cooking tutorial. I'm merely documenting my pizza making process. Although, it probably is a good idea to remove the mixing thing. So then I smushed the dough into something resembling a pizza. It's a 15-inch pan, which is a little less than preferred. The 16 inches is what I consider a standard pizza size. Oh well, let's decorate this pizza. First, I chop some garlic. Then some cheese. And now I just sprinkle it on the pizza. Of course, I need tomato sauce. I just spread it around like it was the logo for the Sega Dreamcast. Then I even things out with a spoon. Saucy. Now I can add the cheese. That looks nice. But what do you think? Should I add pepperoni? Of course we're adding pepperoni. That does look like a pizza. But will it cook like a pizza? I set the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's my main problem with cast iron. It's heavy. 20 minutes later, I'm reminded why that's a big problem. It's dangerous handling something so hot and heavy. I feel like I need to wear my steel-toe boots, as I don't want to drop this on my feet. But anyway, there's the pizza. Perhaps I cooked it a little too long, as the crust kinda looks like a pretzel. The texture looks amazing though. Also, I'm surprised at how easily I could lift the pizza off of the pan. It was way better than my experience with a pizza stone. I did oil the cast iron pan nicely though. That's another downside of cast iron, keeping it from rusting. I have used a large baking pan to make pizza before, thinking that I could make a Sicilian-style pizza. The results were not too bad, but the rectangular form wasn't so easy to use. It was tougher to clean in the corners. This pizza pan was a nicer experience. Also, here I'm using a pizza cutter right on the pan. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? You can let everyone know in the comments. I probably wouldn't try that with my other pans. They have raised edges, which would complicate things. And I don't want to scratch them or have any non-stick coatings flaking off. The listing for this cast iron pizza pan says it's made without PFOA or PTFE. It's also made in the USA. Anyway, let's get a closer look at one of these slices. Wow, that looks so yummy. The pizza just lifted off of the pan. I've used some other pans too, but I like how cast iron cooks. Look at how this slice just hangs in the air. I did eat this slice of pizza, and it was delicious. So overall, this does take a lot of work as the pan is heavy. Also, extra effort is necessary to clean the pan and to keep it from rusting. The pizza pan was a bit expensive too, but I just saw a big sale on Amazon. 43% off? What? I missed out on that. But I did not miss out on this yummy pizza. Wow, it was so good.